off though. I like how it feels better that way.
Okay.
Cool. And we're still on manual.
Okay.
So even right off the bat, we'll take the different line through here. So I'm like right from here, driving down to this, and then using these exit curbs to drive out here. And then this one, my exit, you're doing fine here, but I use that hut as the exit reference point. Now I'm already looking at the cone. This one I looked over the bridge, in between the hut and the wall. You can see the cone here, drive down here. I'm already looking at the curbing on the exit. Now I'm looking at the 5. Now I'm looking for and found the turn-in cone. Now I'm looking over the wall at the apex cone, but then I drive in there. Now I'm looking at the curbing exit, driving out to that. I'm already looking at the 3 brake marker. I'm looking at the turn-in cone now. Now I'm looking at the apex, and this is the stuff you're doing well, right? You're already looking at the apex very early on, right? Carry this little past halfway, aim right at this one. One thing you're also going to notice, I'm fairly smooth, and I also like to use weight transfer to my advantage. So through there and through 10 and 11 up here, I'm throwing the weight from side to side. Okay, so this one,
I don't know what to do in here.
so I'll come in, I'll roll off a bit here, set your speed on the throttle a bit, neutral throttle, then brake again. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you right on the seam. Do you see the seam that you're on right there? In the road.
Seam?
Yep.
Okay.
And then I get on that side of it, and then I drive down here. We'll talk about it again through there.
Okay.
But that seam becomes a reference point for me.
And you use all of this in here, yeah.
Yeah. And I don't use all, when you come out of the carousel, I don't go all the way to the wall. I kind of, again, I hold that weight on the right side of the car to be able to throw it to the left to kind of dig in through the right.
Yeah, that makes a huge difference right there.
Yeah, and then you can get on the power much earlier. To carry me out past the seam. I'm looking past this A-pillar, look for the paint, the white paint on the curb, and then drive right down to it. And then straight at this cone, but I turn early, keep that weight over there, keep it loaded, throw it to the left here, dig in through this way, and away we go. looking through, look for the white on that paint on the curb, and as soon as you see it, try and drive down to it. You won't hit it, but you'll actually get right to the proper apex. Do one more quick lap or cool it in?
We can cool it in and I'll take it out.
Yep. So one thing that you mentioned, especially about the whole the turn in, turn 7, which is the entry into the carousel.
Yeah.
So the reason I set my speed, it's a little bit like turn 2. I set my speed before I go in there and keep a neutral throttle where I'm not decelerating, not accelerating. Yep. Because if you come in there on the brakes, you've got so much weight on the front, it makes the car understeer a little wider. Okay. So bleed the speed off first, neutral throttle, get the geometry to be set a little more for cornering, and then you carve in, and then you're straight on the brakes, and you're also braking while you're straight, and that just helps keep things a little more settled and not understeering. So hopefully that was helpful.
Yeah.
The vision stuff. Yeah, honestly, the other thing, like your smoothness with your steering inputs, your application of the throttle, especially your application of the brakes. Like I was getting giddy, like, oh my gosh, that's unusual for me. And so you're so much further down the road because you're smooth with everything. And a lot of that comes from that vision that you're already doing, whether you are consciously doing it or even subconsciously doing it or not, right? So you have a very good base from which our relationship to start from on this side of things, and that vision stuff will help clean up a lot of things, and hopefully some of the other things we showed you will change it up too. Any questions on what I was doing and why, or make sense?
Yeah, so let's hit this one again. So you come
here,
in.
I'm on the mid throttle here, and then from curb,
you hit the
brakes, grab a downshift. Now I'm way too fast in here, but I use that scrubbing to come all the way out here on the other side of this seam, and I'm looking through here, waiting till as soon as I see the white, then I start driving down.
Okay.
If I've got a little too much speed, I'll try to induce liftoff oversteer to get it to pitch and kind of come around a little bit to be able to drive down to that too. This car is pretty good with it being mid-engine, but that can be a tool you use if you have a little too much speed, or even the brake.
Yep.
I don't know, do you left foot brake? No.
No, I don't.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, so then you can't really left foot brake when you're on the throttle too, or right foot brake when you're on the throttle. So, but either way, you want to just do a swap up here?
Yeah, we can just do it up here, yeah.
So yeah, go out and do whatever and let me know, because what's going to happen now is you're going to start finding other questions that you have. So.